Well, the van just died.
And I really want to know where the road goes.
So today my goal is to get to the spot that I wanted to camp last time, only this time not end up on the side of the highway broken down. If you didn't see the last video, since we broke down, I replaced a whole bunch of ignition components and the spark plugs and everything, and hopefully that solved my issue. So we're gonna find out, I guess. So let's hit the road. One thing I really need to find is the latch for this wing mirror is missing, so it's quite noisy, as I'm sure you can probably hear. And the one over there needs to be tightened because that one's a little bit loose. Old vehicle problems. There's just something special about dropping this second armrest down. You can't sit here with two arms planted, just with your fingers lightly on the wheel. It really does feel like a captain's chair, where you're just kind of along for the ride. Kind of a noisy, rattly ride. All right, there it is. Made it past the spot where I broke down. Only a couple more miles to go. Right. I mean, we're not at the spot yet, but we made it the last 2 miles. We made it to where I wanted to get ish. I can find a somewhat level spot to park. Somewhat level. All right. Good job. I suppose I can just take a quick peek around the van though, make sure nothing's spilling out anywhere, no coolant, no, well, I mean, it leaks oil. Well, I'm stoked. My first time in a campsite with the van. No problems. Oh man, it's just so nice to be out here. I haven't been able to actually be out in camp. I've been absorbed with getting the van ready and then it breaking down, and then I had moved all my stuff out of the Subaru into the van, and then the van broke down, so it was just kind of, I didn't want to load everything back into the Subaru, but I'm happy to be out here. Just gonna be out here for the night, but this will be my first night I spend in the van on a comfortable mattress. No more sleeping pad in the back of the Subaru, and I'm not really able to sit up. Oh my goodness, this is great. Her breath kind of stinks. Now, one thing I didn't consider, and I should have been a pretty obvious issue, is that Remi is afraid of vans. She was fine. I had an old minivan that I used to use for filming our car videos and stuff, and I used it for camping too, and she was fine with that because it kind of felt more like a car. Is this good enough for camp? But when she was a puppy, this guy used to come to, what are you doing, Ram? This guy used to come to the dog park in an old Volkswagen bus that was very loud and very rattly. And I remember specifically, the first time I saw that, we saw that bus show up at the dog park, and he slammed the door after letting his dog out, she ran to the other end of the dog park. And then ever since then, every time she saw that van pull in, or the bus, she would run to the other end of the dog park. And now, here I am with my own old, rattly, bangy van. So, oh man, I don't know, it'd been such a long time since, I guess since that had happened, I didn't even think about it. I know she doesn't like weird noises, but I just didn't even think about it. Till the first time she rode in the van, and she was just laying on her dog bed cowering. So the last couple weeks we've just been coming in here and sitting in here and hanging out, and I've been trying to get her used to the idea of just hanging out in the van, and she's never that excited to get in, but she'll eventually get up on the bed and lay down and calm down. So hopefully that's something we can work through. Bit of a dog dad fail, I think. Now I'm gonna go make sure she's not looking for poop. I swear, every time we come to a campsite, she goes out and sniffs out poop somewhere, and it's not always animal poop. You standing in front of the camera? You standing in front of the camera? Are you trying to block this shot? Are you trying to block this shot? Look at this. That's a good one. Oh, you want to get up here now? Come on. Get up. Don't jump on me. Come on. Come on, you can make it. Ah, there you go. I actually took a nap. It's crazy how just driving out here, I mean, it wasn't a long drive, maybe an hour if that, but I get so tired, and once you get out here, everything's so calm. Yeah, I just end up taking a nap. Even Remi seems to be getting comfortable. She was napping, hanging her head out the back windows, and even sucking on her blanket, which is a normal Weimaraner thing. But it's getting late afternoon. It gets dark earlier now, so it was looking like it was getting about time to be grabbing pictures and stuff. So that's honestly most of what I do out here. I spend most of my time filming, then taking pictures, and then editing pictures. It's actually a good way to kill time and keep me from getting bored, but I mean, that's really what I'm doing. We're gonna take a little bit of a walk to the edge of this hill and see if we can get a view of the lake. Maybe we'll go down there tomorrow. I don't think I want to Remi swimming in it. There was a lot of algae warnings earlier, or later, I guess, this summer. So, I don't think we'll play in it, but there's a day use area not too far. I just went for a little walk down this forest road, and I realized that the next spot that is just a short distance down the road was actually a little bit more flat. So we're gonna move down there. It's interesting trying to relearn where everything is and work out the best way to even just use the cooking equipment, but mission accomplished so far. I got my coffee with a little bit too much creamer in it, but whatever. This generic Dollar General coffee is not that great. So we slept pretty good, or at least I did. Remi got up a few times, but that's nothing abnormal. I slept with the back windows open and then closed one because it got kind of cold, and the roof vent cracked, and I have the wing mirror over here on the driver's side cracked open, and no condensation issues. Apparently that was plenty of ventilation. But overall, I think this was a perfectly successful first night out in the van. I just got to kind of learn the order of operations of things, and I'm sure I'll reorganize things a little bit and move cooking stuff around. I'm pretty excited. It was kind of crazy to be able to get up out of bed and like just stand up without having to be outside. It wasn't particularly cold this morning, like I said, but I know that once it starts getting really cold in these fall mornings, then that'll be awesome. And once I get my diesel heater installed, that'll be, oh man, that'll be perfect. I'm excited. I'm gonna see what the heck Remi's fussing about. She sees some kind of critter or something out there that she wants to go get. So I'll see you guys on the next video. I believe the next project is going to be bed lining my roof and resealing it. So I'll see you guys on the next video when we take on that project.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know, if I will ever figure out where the road goes.
You gotta come back for the camera.